Welcome to Prosperize, your destination for growth and success. So join us on this journey towards prosperity, and let's make your dreams a reality.
Barron Trump. Why he's so popular and will he ever be president of the United States? Barron Trump, the youngest son of former President Donald Trump, has captured the attention of the American public since his father entered the political spotlight. But what makes Barron so popular? And could he one day follow in his father's footsteps to become the President of the United States? Let's dive in.
I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now.
Who is Barron Trump? Barron William Trump was born on March 20, 2006, to Donald Trump and Melania Trump. As the youngest member of the Trump family, Barron grew up in the public eye, but unlike his siblings, he's always kept a relatively low profile.
You want to have drums? What you will have for a birthday?
No, I want like on the television drums.
Like on television, the big ones.
Yeah.
Despite his young age, Barron has been a part of the public conversation since his father's presidential campaign in 2016. He's appeared alongside his parents at major events, but always seems to stay in the background, adding to his mysterious allure.
And he's a good kid, you know. He's a good-looking kid. He's a good student, great student, actually.
Why is Barron Trump so popular? So, why is Barron so popular? There are a few key reasons. First, his position as the son of a sitting president naturally keeps him in the public eye. But what truly stands out about Barron is his unique personality.
You know, I'm not allowed to call them boy, but he is my boy. He's my boy. They're all my boys, right? When you have sons, they can be any age. They're your boy. They're always going to be. And he's a very special guy. Barron Trump. This is the first time he's ever done this. Barron. Where is Barron? Stand up. Look at him.
Barron is known for his calm, collected demeanor, which contrasts sharply with the often tumultuous public life of his father. He doesn't seem to be interested in the spotlight, but when he does appear, he's always poised. This quiet confidence makes him stand out among other young public figures.
In the business.
Very nice to see you. How are you? Very nice. Good to see you. You too, buddy. Oh, you met him? No, it's not. Who would make him into
He also has a sharp sense of humor, often seen in moments with his family where he's cracking jokes or sharing a laugh. Barron's sense of humor is often described as witty and intelligent, and his ability to stay grounded in the chaos of his family's life has made him an endearing figure to many. Plus, let's not forget his impressive height. Standing at 6 feet 7 inches tall, Barron has grown into a towering presence. His height alone has made him hard to miss in public appearances and adds to his unique stature in the Trump family.
With a few of you, Barron's been very unique of a guy to be on. Like, I'm sitting there for an hour and a half, and I'm like, this guy's so entertaining. Talking crap, you know, telling jokes, telling stories. Bunch of 30, 40, 50-year-olds are sitting there listening to him. He controlled the table for like an hour and a half. How is Barron?
He's so cool. That's like the one word I'll use for Barron. He's very cool. He's like the sleeper a little bit. You know, he's kind of stayed out of the spotlight, probably intentionally.
It's very hard to do so when you're 6'10", by the way.
It's a little hard to do. I know.
You kind of stick out.
It's funny, when I saw him on stage, I'm used to my husband and my father-in-law like being the tallest people. And then I saw like a clip of us all walking on stage the other night. And I was like, God, Barron makes us all look so little, which is okay with me because I'm 5'11". I don't mind taking a little bit off. Yeah, he's really smart. He's very cool, very entertaining. He's his father's son. Like, there's no doubt about it. And he's going to do really incredible things. I think you've already seen so far. He's really come in. And there have been many times I've been traveling over the course of the campaign with my father-in-law in the car with him going places. And Barron will call and he'll say, Dad, I have an idea as to how you can get more votes. And it'll be, you know, you need to go meet, you know, go to this baseball stadium or do this, whatever. Wow. He's always throwing ideas out there. And so, we got to give Barron some serious credit.
So will Barron Trump ever be president? Now, the big question, could Barron Trump ever be president? While it's still too early to predict, let's break it down. To be president, Barron would need to be at least 35 years old, a natural-born citizen of the U.S., and a resident of the country for at least 14 years. With that in mind, Barron has a long time to go before reaching the age requirement. But let's consider his potential.
He's got something. It's going to be interesting, and I'll never forget what he said. I said, Barron, has 60 Minutes anybody approach you about doing something, interview, all this other stuff? He says, Pat, I got to do something first. I have to do something in my life first.
Wow.
He says, I have to go first win. He says, until I win and I have something to talk about, I probably won't be doing anything. Now, they're probably going to try to force him to do something. I don't know what's going to happen with an interview, whether it happens in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, he graduates from school. But a lot of good signs.
What makes Barron Trump a strong candidate for president?
Barron carries himself with a lot of class, a lot of dignity. We've had an opportunity to chat briefly at all of us, at Mar-a-Lago. And he comes across as the most down-to-earth, but the most, wise and informed, because he lives in a tough environment. Mm-hmm. There is an environment out there that would love to see him trip on the sidewalk and say, oh, what a bad example of for his dad. Oh, his dad, he knows that the world's out there waiting to do that, that it's an evil press corps that just waits. But he just seems very straight up, very down to earth. Remember, he talked a little about college. Where am I going to college? What am I doing? He talks about the adventures that he's just had as a guy growing up with a good buddy, Bo. And I just got so much respect for that. And I feel like you're seeing here the younger son, under the great mentorship of his older brothers and sisters, absorbing it and not trying to be like the rebellious little brother, and just being just a great kid. And
Adam,
hats off to him.
Barron's calm and intelligent demeanor could serve him well in the demanding world of politics. His ability to stay composed under pressure, along with his clear sense of humor, could make him a more relatable and charismatic figure to a wide audience.
And have dinner with Barron. Now, you got to realize, I'm so curious who this kid is, right? He just turned 18 years old, March 20th. And so you're watching him. So what are you going to be doing? You're going to go to school, you're going to do this, and he's kind of going through the whole process, what he's not going to be doing, what he's going to be doing. I've never seen Tom laugh this hard for an hour and a half. Tom is one of those guys that if we go to dinner, no one's going to talk more than Tom. And Tom can go. He's a professional talker, and he's going to give you a lot of history lessons, everything, because he's so well read. He's a modern-day Wikipedia. The living Wikipedia is Tom Ellsworth. Yeah. If Wikipedia goes out of business, we're all safe here. We're good.
Check Tom.
Tom didn't say a single word.
Yep.
Nothing, Jesse. For an hour and a half, and we just watched Barron run dinner with stories, entertainment, everything.
His towering height might even become a symbolic asset, literally standing tall above his competitors. But beyond the physical traits, it's his intellect and grounded nature that would likely make him an appealing candidate. With the right political experience, Barron could be someone who connects with voters in a way that's both authentic and refreshing.
I spent some time with Barron. He invited me. I came to Mar-a-Lago, sat down. I watched your son.
I saw you.
For an hour and a half, 2 hours, how he was. I think, is he March 20th? His birthday's in March. I remember it's March. He had just turned 18. And I'm watching how he's talking to Kobe, all these other guys sitting at the table. And I'm like, very interesting. And I know your Melania, I think, called him Little Donald. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she gave that nickname to him.
He's not so little because he's a pretty tall guy.
But you used the word. You said something when you were being interviewed like 5 years ago. You said he's strong, he's vicious, he's tough. Like you kind of are like he's got that part about him. What can you tell us about Barron from your point of view?
Well, he's very smart. He's a good student and all that. Goes to a great school and does really well. And he's a very nice guy. You see that. Mm-hmm. He's a very, he doesn't mind being alone, but he's somebody that gets along with people. He loved having you that night. I saw you. I was at a different table. I said, look at Barron. He's really having a good time.
What would a Barron Trump presidency look like?
I found an incredibly balanced, engaging, very witty, funny guy. And I really came away really liking the guy a lot.
Tough. To me, it was witty,
But I was busting up.
sharp, funny, sarcastic, tough, not weak. Like, hey,
grounded.
They said the other day, it's officially a fair game to come after me.
Good.
I don't care. Good. Do it. I get it. They've gone and done it to every.
If Barron does decide to run for office, his presidency could be a mix of traditional American values, combined with the modern, sometimes unconventional approach his father brought to the table. While we can't predict the future, Barron's combination of intelligence, calmness, and sense of humor could set him apart in a crowded field of political candidates.
Named Barron. Has anyone ever heard of him? Thank you. He knew the youth vote. You know, we won the youth vote by 36 points. And he was saying, Dad, you got to go out and do this one and that one. And we did a lot of them. And he respects them all. He understood them very well. And he said, Dad, you got to go out, do Joe Rogan, do all these guys. And we did. We did. And Joe Rogan was great. They were all great, right? Barron, they were all good. He understood the market.
So, will Barron Trump become president? The truth is, it's still too early to say. He has the time, the qualities, and the potential to rise to the occasion if he chooses that path. Whether he follows his father into politics or carves his own way, Barron will continue to be a fascinating figure in the years to come.
If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel so you can stay up to date with our latest content.